long ago, before men tamed fire and built great halls to shield themselves from winter's bite, the world was ruled by the Frostkeeper. Neither man nor beast, the Frostkeeper was an ancient spirit, born from the first snowfall and woven from the winds that howled across the mountains. It was said that winter was its cloak, the northern lights its breath, and the ice its heartbeat. Each year, as the nights grew long and the rivers turned to glass, the Frostkeeper roamed the land, painting the trees with frost and lulling the earth into deep sleep. This was the way of things, and the people honored it, lighting candles in their homes and whispering thanks for the beauty of winter's silence. But there was one winter unlike any before. The cold came early that year, and it was harsher than ever. The rivers did not simply freeze, they shattered into jagged ice. The wind did not merely whisper, they screamed. Crops withered before they could be harvested, and animals fled south in fear. Snow fell so thick that the sun was lost for weeks, and hunger crept into every home like a wolf in the night. The people, desperate and afraid, called upon an old wanderer who claimed to know the ways of spirits. He was a man of wisdom, one who had traveled the deep forest and spoken with the hidden ones who lived beneath the roots and behind waterfalls. He listened to their woes and nodded gravely. The Frostkeeper does not act without reason, he said. Something has angered it. So the people searched, and at last they found the crime. A young hunter, eager to prove his skill, had tracked a great white stag deep into the frozen woods. He had slain the beast with a single arrow, but in doing so, he had unknowingly struck down one of the Frostkeeper's sacred creatures, the spirit of winter itself given form. The people wept, for they knew no apology could undo such an offense. But the wanderer did not lose hope. If winter has been wronged, then winter must be appeased, he said. So they carried the stag's remains to the highest peak where the wind never rested, and they built a great fire of pine and birch. They lit the fire with the last amber from their hearts, offering warmth back to the cold. As the flames rose, the sky above them rippled with light, blue, green, and violet, like the ribbons of silk in the wind. Then, from the swirling snow, the Frostkeeper emerged. His form was ever-changing. One moment a towering figure of ice, the next a shifting mist of frost. It did not speak, yet its voice filled the minds of all who stood before it. "You have taken what was mine," it said, "and so I have taken what is yours." The people knelt, pleading for mercy. They promised never again to harm the sacred creatures of winter, never again to take what was not given. The Frostkeeper watched them for what felt like an eternity. At last, it raised one hand, and the sky above them cleared. The snow ceased its restless fall, and a stillness settled over the land. "Your promise is heard," it whispered. But winter never forgets. From that day forth, the people honored the Frostkeeper with gifts of light and warmth, leaving candles in the snow and food for the wandering beasts. And though winter still came, fierce and unyielding, it never again stole the sun from the sky. But on the coldest nights, when the frost painted the windows and the wind howled like grieving beasts, the elders would tell the tale. Winter is a guest, they would say, and a guest must be respected.